Coming to you live on 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Battle in the Western Conference. The Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top.
Ready to go?
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for San Antonio. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. Leonard and Aldridge, the two stars at the 3 and the 4. And it's Gasol at center. And the shot goes in. And certainly, Chris, a matchup to watch at the center position tonight. What's the key?
Oh, motor, energy. Who's going to be hitting the boards? Who's going to run down the court, get that post position? Who's going to communicate with their defense and let guys know what they should expect?
Yes, big part. Now, here's Cousins. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Aldridge. And Leonard has it in the corner. Knocked loose. Collison with it. Gay in the corner. Outside Collison. In transition. Here come the Spurs. Green, the pass to Parker. Gay outside. Outside Collison. Lets it fly. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, Collison is so efficient. Someone who likes to catch the D by surprise by shooting off the pass.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Right side Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a man.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Collison. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Pass to Collison. Shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Parker. Green left side. Parker against Collison. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Clock at 4. Ring shot on the way. And the shot falls short this time.
You can bet if he's left open from there again, he's probably going to knock that one down.
And a follow kicks to Cauley Stein. Collison with another miss. San Antonio leading. And the Spurs organization, really the gold standard in the NBA.
You have to be impressed with how they've acquired young star talent to kind of carry on that tradition. Usually when they go through that rebuild phase, the Spurs only revamp and reload.
Now Gay, following the three-point attempt by Tony Parker. Fires from against the mark by Sacramento. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge kicks to Gasol. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And this last offseason, Pau Gasol was in free agency. It seems to be the exact kind of player that the Spurs would want on their team, especially with his basketball to fit as well. And it didn't take long for him to join San Antonio. And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate, someone guys love to be around, a guy that plays.
Now here's Collison. Tries to snap the cold streak. No good that time. Good D by Parker. And for Gasol on the Spurs, it was actually another Gasol that was prompting Pau to join the team. His brother Mark told him, go to San Antonio.
Yeah, and what is strange is that Mark is very much that rivals the Spurs. So I don't think Mark was doing it just so he could battle his older brother 4 times a year. I think he meant what he's organization and would probably make the best fit for Pau.
After Rudy Gay's bucket, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Sacramento Kings get called for the foul. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And when you look at their percent as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Kings. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That one falls.
You can't forget about the precise mid-range shooting of Gay. He's as good as they come from there.
1:19 left to play here in the first. It's taken away by Collison. There's a leave. Collison's got his second basket. Here's Parker. Outside Gasol. Green passes to Aldridge. From 10, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 for 9 from the Collison dishes to Gay. Back to Collison. Collison with another miss.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Leonard on the wing. Back to Green. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. A baseline J. And it's Aldridge missing. It's at 15. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 6 points for Rudy Gay.
Oh, I love to see that. It really whips the ball over to the open man quickly.
So at the end of one quarter. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker.
I always try to improve and get better.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You've got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all into the rim.
And it's why they're shooting such a high percentage from the floor. They're willing to run the offense.
Antonio here in the second. The defensive duo of Green and Leonard make up the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Parker in at the point guard. A nice shot by Gasol.
Now, this is Dave Yeager. Before working in the NBA, he was one of the most successful coaches in minor league history. He won 5 titles in 7 seasons, all before turning 35.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. McLemore is checked in for Sacramento. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. Going by Ginobili. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Parker leading the charge.
Yeah, that floater is another one of Parker's, one that continues to befuddle defenses.
The Kings trail by 7. Collison with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Collison kicks to Caspi. Off target from three-point range. Right at the free throw line. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more in that category.
Well, that's because they're just taking smarter, high-quality shots. They're not forcing anything, just letting the game come to them naturally.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kawhi Leonard is a low-key superstar. Anybody. He said recently, I'm not one of the guys in it for the fame. I'm here so I can take care of my family. I love the game of basketball, and as long as I can keep playing and try to get some more championships with the organization, I'll be happy. And that makes sense, Kevin.
All about the game, D.A. Thanks. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cousins has got his first points in this one.
Oh, the body control of Cousins. Knows how to get hit and still finish off the shot.
Collison against Parker. Outside, Ginobili. They get the rebound. Out to Parker. Lets it go from deep. And Ginobili's got 5 now.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Collison, the pass to McLemore. Cousins with a screen on Ginobili. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Darren Collison. Chris, we're seeing more and more big men be able to face even pointers. In your mind, who's the best shooting big man in the game?
Well, I mean, the best shooting big man in the game now, I say, still has to belong to Dirk Nowitzki. A jump shot does not get old, and even though we don't see Dirk do some of the more spectacular things he did above the rim, and that jump shot still is pretty, still is effective.
Good point.
And I still love it. So, to me, Dirk is still the best shooter in the game.
Great perspective. Back to Cousins. And it comes off the front of the rim.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kicks it up, the ball around now. Another miss by Leonard. The Kings trail by 10. Pass to McLemore. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. McLemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that three-point shot from McLemore is just cash. Don't let this guy get free from the perimeter.
Collison against Parker. This is Aldridge. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
And it on the wing. The 15-footer. And after hitting off the rim.
Incredible offensive tools. As a defender, you just don't know how to play them.
Collison kicks to Caspi. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by...
Happy at least with how they set it up. Most of the time, that's a sure make.
Gasol passes to Parker. Got a piece of it. He tries for three. Collison, no good.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall in this.
Gasol against Cousins. Gasol dishes to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Knocks down. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Sacramento making some changes. Checked in for Caspi. And it's a Flalo in for Ben McLemore. And San Antonio also making a switch. Green's checked in. Now here's Barnes. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits.
For San Antonio, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. As the second one misses, the Kings trail.
This is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
Patience will come into play here for sure. Eat up the clock as much as possible.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Misses from close range. And that concludes the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They're playing this what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached. In that moments they'll be starting.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Not a role he often gets to play. He has the talent to be a catalyst for this offense, getting a chance to show it tonight.
Gay and Cauley-Stein fill up the forward spots. Collison is out there with a flow. And it's Cousins in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And now Flalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Gay right side. KAWHI stop. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit. Tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Now Parker. He's got 7. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins is tonight.
And another disappointing season for the Kings last year. They fell out of the playoff race early on. They just couldn't keep pace with the rest of the conference.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
To the inside, here's KAWHI Stein, and he floats in for the easy 2.
And it's important for KAWHI Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more it's inside.
And while the Kings were improved last year, it didn't seem like they made much headway towards their ultimate goal.
Well, right now, they seem to be lacking a direction for the team. An air of uncertainty about who answers some hard questions in a short time.
Here's KAWHI Stein after Pau Gasol. There's a screen. Collison kicks to Cousins. Doesn't go for it. Good D by Gasol. A 3 from Leonard, and it's good on the assist by Parker. And now it's an 11-point. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. One thing that Greg is often underappreciated about Pau Gasol is just how aware he is out on the floor, not only on the defensive end, how he'll help out, but also his vision as a passer on the offensive side.
Really, Kevin, one of the best passing bigs to ever play the game, and it's a part of why he's been the crux of so many offenses. Very good at identifying and exploiting a mismatch for himself or others. Never forces things on offense and always takes what the team's given.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
We know about the championships that the Spurs have won, but it's their culture that is admired around the league. Coach Popovich said, "I've been fortunate with the guys I've had come through here. My job is pretty tough. You don't have to convince them to get over themselves or to feel responsible to each other. It makes it easier to have a team that enjoys playing together." Evan?
All right, D.A. much pop. He chose the players who fit, certainly. Again, the Spurs, good for 2.
That have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Kings making a change here. Temple's checked in. Pulls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're consistently finding ways to get and taking full advantage.
Parker against Collison. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Aldridge the pass to Gasol. From past the arc. They get it back to Gasol. Green kicks to Aldridge. And there's the 3-second violation. Matt Barnes is checked in for
Matt Barnes.
The Kings trail by 11. That's a Parker from deep. Green, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Green's got 5. Sacramento, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense.
Good. Oh, just a fantastic read by Collison. The pass versus the ball well out there.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Back to Parker. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. There's Green with the 3, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3. We have a 10 from one of our fans from Hampshire. What your favorite moment was as an NBA player, a question I'm also curious to know about.
Wow. My favorite player, very honestly, I would say would be the day of being drafted. I mean, you know, after then you have so many great moments, so many players that you play with that you love to play with. It's hard to separate anything without disrespecting another moment. So I just really feel that the greatest moment of my career was stepping on that stage in Detroit, that town, with my finger up and just knowing that I made it, you know, to make it. It's not about to be a Hall of Famer. It's not about to be an all-star. It's not about to win a championship, even though those are dreams. But you can't do it until, you know, you make it. And so, you know, seeing my father shed tears, you know, seeing my mother, because she had no eyes, seeing my brothers and my 3 brothers and my sister, how happy they were, you know, that definitely was the moment, because it was a family moment, and it was for Detroit, and so it was special.
Well said. Caspi has checked in for Costa Cubas. Ano Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio.
He's not the most prolific shooter from downtown, but still has to check him.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Parker passes to Gasol. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And that's now 9 points for Parker.
And as soon as Parker catches up and pulls the trigger, love to see the confidence on display there.
Collison. It's off. And now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle from Coach.
Shoot some jumpers. You got to stay aggressive.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And we see some coaches who keep their young players, Chris, on a very tight leash. They limit their minutes. They keep them on the bench. If they make a mistake, they're yanked quickly out of a game. Others give their youngsters more leeway, and they work to instill confidence in their play on the floor. How do you strike that right balance?
Well, I think you strike that right balance by knowing and understanding your player. You know, guys aren't just playing in games. Most time it's...
I know what highlight we're leading the post-game show with, that's for sure.
He is gone, man. He's gone crazy.
Think about the fans. That's the kind of moves they come to see.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. The Kings trail by 19. And here's McLemore. Plenty of space. That one wide left.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Looking to end his cold spell, and it's laid in by Cousins.
Attacking the rim in heavy traffic. You love his focus right there.
San Antonio leading by. Aldridge dishes to Parker. That 3 off the mark.
He could not have been more wide open. I'm sure he's kicking himself for missing out.
Now covered by Parker. And McLemore kicks to Afflalo. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. That's 10 points for Ginobili.
Man, they came out.
No one is stepping up and making them beat them off the dribble. Until that happens, they'll continue to burn you from there.
Timeout. And you know, it's interesting, the classy LaMarcus Aldridge, first drafted by Chicago, then the rights traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. You know, Greg, he was seen to their stars, but by the time he left, many wondered also, he's now a superstar, but could he embrace a smaller role, especially a smaller scoring role with the San Antonio Spurs?
And it shows how far he came during his time in lowest minutes and points per game of his career, but he was efficient, rebounded and blocked shots at a higher clip, and he wanted a chance to...
Hits it from three-point range, and that's 13 points for Ginobili.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gay outside. Cousins with a screen for Gay. He feeds it to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard brings the double team. Gay. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And you know, in terms of shooting the basketball, he can bring them right back into this game.
Parker passes to Aldridge.
Now, one of the issues the Kings have had over the last decade is consistency at the coaching spots. That turnover is a recipe for chaos for a team.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Collison in for Ben McLemore. The Kings trail by 21. Outside Collison. To the paint. Here's Cousins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line. Shoot two.
Shoot.
And with the Kings, you understand the desire to go out and get the best coach for a team or to change things up.
Well, that's a big thing to stand with the Kings. In order to improve, you need to have some consistency year to year and make a commitment. You just can't blame it on the players if they don't have consistent leadership. Hopefully they can have a coach seasons in the next decade for the sake of the players and the fans.
11.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Gay kicks to Collison.
Collison just uses his quick release so well when he's operating down low.
Parker with it. Good-looking screen by Gasol. They double-team Ginobili. Shot clock at 3. 17. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he...
At the elbow, it's Aldridge. He trains the quick shot. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
I mean, well, they're going straight for the kill. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have that mentality. This mind as to who the better team is tonight. And just dropping the ball down inside, a timely assist.
Gasol is Gasol. Aldridge, the pass to Gasol. Ball's knocked loose.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shot hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way. And as we've come to expect, a perfect exhibit for Leonard. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Feeds to Aldridge. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
Oh, they really made a mess of that one. That really should have been an easy basket.
Collison, no good. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Takes it from 10. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Spurs lead by 19.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quiet.
Well, the fans have sounded lost and disappointed, which is exactly what they were hoping to accomplish.
Parker outside. The three from Leonard. And it's good, and the assist by Parker.